inside. Fear the Dragon on the outside gives Miller back-to-back Pepsi North American Cups. They're not going to catch him. Lather Up continues to roll, and he's rolled to a Pepsi North American Cup triumph. Captain Crunching Theron with a rebound. Tall Dark Stranger answers the bell and wins the Pepsi North American Cup.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Woodbine Mohawk Park on this Labor Day Monday. Welcome inside our paddock studio. I'm your host, Mark McKelvey, and on this special edition of Woodbine Racing Live, it is time to find out the post positions for this Saturday's $1 million Pepsi North America Cup. Coming up Saturday, as mentioned, it is this year's NA Cup, the 38th edition of this storied event, Canada's most prestigious harness race. And over the previous 37 editions, we have seen so many great winners. You go back to Jate Lobel, Cam's Card Shark, Gallo Blue Chip, Better's Delight, Rock and Roll Hanover, Some Beach Somewhere, Captain Treacherous, and most recently, Tall Dark Stranger. And coming up this Saturday, a new 3-year-old pacer will join the history books. We're gonna learn the field and their post positions in just a moment, but right off the bat, we'd like to send a special shout out and thank you to our sponsor for this year's North America Cup, Pepsi. Pepsi has been our presenting sponsor of the North America Cup since 2001, and we appreciate their continued support. Now, as we mentioned, it's time to find out the field and their post positions, but before we can get to that, we have to see how we got down to a group of 10, and there were 15 horses entered in this year's Pepsi North America Cup. We did have the scratch of Lawless Shadow out of the first elimination. So let's go back now and check out last Saturday night's eliminations. And we start first in race number 6, elimination number 1, Bulldog Hanover. What a trip he went. First up to engage in battle on the far turn with Rocky Road Hanover. They threw down 26-1 third quarter. Bulldog Hanover just found more in the stretch and just kept on powering along. He certainly flexed his muscles, and check out the body language of driver Jody Jamieson coming to the line. An impressive 149 score. His back half was 52 seconds flat. Meanwhile, Desperate Man was second. How about this? He was charged with a 51-2 final half. Now we move on to the second elimination, and Perfect Sting and Which Way to the Beach. They would engage in an epic battle here. We'll tee that up right now as you find us with 1/8 of a mile to go. Which Way to the Beach on the outside took a short advantage. Perfect Sting battles back to win. 149-4. Final quarter was 25-4. Perfect Sting, last year's Dan Patch Award winner. He was undefeated in 10 starts a year ago. This year, he's had several losses, but as trainer Joe Holloway put it, if you add up all those defeats, it's by maybe a combined 12 feet. So Perfect Sting found more on Saturday night, showed the heart that his connections knew that he had, and he came up big for that victory in the second elimination. Top 5 finishers from each elimination qualified for this year's final, so we are now down to a field of 10. Now, interesting that this year's Pepsi North America Cup, our elimination winners were trained by Jack Darling and Joe Holloway, both past Pepsi North America Cup winning trainers. And we want to take a little trip back with this edition of Race Rewind. We'll start first with the 1992 North America Cup. We go back to Greenwood Raceway, where safely kept Mike Lachance and the Sulky got the 2-hole trip, and they're going to have room to slip out here, and they will surge on by Western Hanover to win in 153-1. So we go all the way back to 1992. That's where Joe Holloway tasted Pepsi North America Cup success, hoping to do that now here in 2021. As we mentioned, the other elimination winner, Bulldog Hanover, his trainer Jack Darling, has also hoisted this prestigious trophy, and it was on a afternoon at Woodbine Racetrack in 1997, where Gothic Dream in the center of the track would come charging by to win in 150-4. It was the 4th straight cup for this race's all-time winningest driver, John Campbell, who he leads, of course, with 6 Pepsi North America Cup titles. So we go back to the 90s, and now here we are in the present 2021, and our elimination winning trainers are looking to find their second trip to the winner's circle in this classic race. So as we mentioned, those were your elimination winners a week ago, and by winning their elimination, they earned the right to select their post for this Saturday's final. And at this time, I'd like to introduce our longtime racing secretary here at Woodbine Entertainment, Mr. Scott McKelvey. And on Saturday night, Scott, you had the opportunity, after the eliminations were contested, to get together with the elimination winning connections, and you held a draw to determine who would have first pick at which post position they wanted. So at this time, let's find out which posts have our elimination winner selected.
So Bulldog Hanover got to choose first, and his trainer and driver chose post position 4, followed by Perfect Sting, who then selected post 3.
All right, so posts 3 and 4. Post 4, the first selection by Bulldog Hanover, and then post position number 3 for Perfect Sting. Now, for those of you out there that enjoy these stats, there's been 27 editions of the Pepsi North America Cup contested over Woodbine and Mohawk Park. Now, that's when the race moved away from a 5/8 oval to a 7/8 oval back in 1994. So 27 editions have been contested over a 7/8 oval. During those 27 years, post position number 3 is 3 for 27. Post position number 4, 4 for 27. The most recent winner from post 4 was just a year ago when Tall Dark Stranger got the job done in the 2020 Pepsi North America Cup. So post 3 and 4 for our elimination winners, which means we've got 8 horses remaining. We're going to put them into an open draw to find out which post they'll land, as now everything else is open except for 3 and 4. Before we do the draw here, though, we do want to let you know post position number 5 over those 27 years is the winningest, having won 6 editions. All right, so I've got the slips here with the names of the 8 other finalists for this year's Pepsi North America Cup. Scott has put in the P's inside the trophy there, except for posts 3 and 4. So let's find out the field and where they will land. First name out, Simon Says Hanover.
Post position 7.
Post position 7 for Simon Says Hanover, finished 4th in the second elimination. He is trained by Tony Alagna. He won the 2013 Pepsi North America Cup with Captain Treacherous. Scott Zeron was in the sulky behind Simon Says Hanover in the elimination, and Zeron is a past winner of the Pepsi North America Cup, having won it a couple years ago with Captain Crunch. So it's the son of Captain Treacherous, Simon Says Hanover, who will start from post position number 7. Next name out, Better Sun.
Post 2.
Post position number 2 for Better Sun, one of 2 entrants from Greg McNair's barn. And for McNair, he sent out 4 previous Cup starters. His son Doug McNair was in the sulky. He'll have a choice to make between Better Sun and Jimmy Connor B. McNair has had 4 drives in the Cup in the past. His best finish was 4th in 2018 with Stay Hungry. All right, next name, Which Way to the Beach.
Post 5.
Post position number 5, and we mentioned it, that is the winningest post over the last 27 years. 6 times his post position number 5 won the Pepsi North America Cup. Which Way to the Beach was second, as we saw, to Perfect Sting in what was a great stretch duel. Brett Pelling, the trainer, he is looking for his, make that 4th Pepsi North America Cup. He's had 5 previous Cup starters. He won in 95 with David's Pass, 1999 with the Ponderosa, and in 2005 with the legendary Rock and Roll Hanover. Sylvain Filion was in the sulky. Filion has had 6 previous Cup drives, still looking for that first win. Next up, Southwind Gendry.
Post 10.
All right, post position number 10 for the Ron Burke trainee, Southwind Gendry. Burke won the Pepsi North America Cup back in 2014 with JK, end of an era. Yannick Gingras was in the sulky. Of course, he was able to lift the trophy last year for the first time after driving Tall Dark Stranger to victory. So post 10 has never won the Pepsi North America Cup. Next name, Rocky Road Hanover.
Post 9.
Post position number 9 for the other member of trainer Tony Alagna's entrance in this year's Pepsi North America Cup. Rocky Road Hanover, he won the Cane Pace earlier this year. Dexter Dunn was in the sulky a week ago. He's been sitting behind him regularly this year. Dunn made his Pepsi North America Cup debut a couple of years back when he finished 2nd with Better's Wish. So post 9 for Rocky Road Hanover. Desperate Man.
Post 6.
Post position number 6 for Desperate Man for the Keens and the Davies. Raced incredible in last week's elimination, finishing 2nd, as we mentioned, charted with a 51-2 back half. They were very soft fractions up front. The sprint was on, and it was a Desperate Man that was rallying to finish 2nd to Bulldog Hanover. Driver Trevor Henry has had 3 previous Cup drives. His best finish, 4th back in 2017 with Classic Pro. 2 names to go. Jimmy Connor B is next.
Post 1.
And it's the rail for Jimmy Connor B. As we mentioned, Greg McNair is going to send out a couple of starters in this Saturday's $1 million race. Jimmy Connor B finished 5th in his elimination. He was in the second of the 2 eliminations. Doug McNair did the driving as well. As we mentioned, Doug will have a selection to make between Jimmy Connor B and, of course, Better Son. They're going to start side by side, 1-2. Last name to pull, a Buck-a-Bet Hanover.
Post 8.
Post position number 8 for a Buck-a-Bet Hanover. Another member of the Alanya Armada is a Buck-a-Bet Hanover. Has had plenty of success in some big races in the past, and maybe he's going to be rounding back into top form just in time for the Pepsi North America Cup final. He was 3rd in his elimination. Andrew McCarthy will be in the sulky. He's had 1 previous Cup appearance. He finished 4th back in 2019 with a Flame Hanover. So here's a look at the field for this year's $1 million Pepsi North America Cup. From the inside out, we got Jimmy Connor B, Better Son, Perfect Sting and Bulldog Hanover, the elimination winners. They'll start from 3 and 4. Which Way to the Beach, post 5. Desperate Man, post 6. Simon Says Hanover, post 7. A Buck-a-Bet Hanover, post 8. Rocky Road Hanover, post 9. And Southwind Gendry, post position number 10. All right, so there we go. Thank you very much, Scott, for joining us here this evening. 38th Pepsi North America Cup coming up. It looks like we got a great race.
Certainly looks like it, and actually all the connections, the best of luck.
All right, as mentioned, a huge card coming up here on Saturday night. We're looking at over $3 million in purses on the line, the Pepsi North America Cup, the main event, but there are several other marquee races. And at this time, let's go through some of those races that you'll see on Saturday night's mega card. And we're going to start at this time as we'll check out the field page for one of our marquee races. Let's see which way we're going to go. We're going to start with the good times. 3-year-old Colt Trotters will be on display here on a streak. Last year's Wellwood winner draws the rail here in the good times. 1 of 2 from the Luke Blay barn. Our elimination winners last week, Locatelli, post 3, and Fashion Frenzy, post position number 5. Some good locals in this contest for this Grand Circuit final for $240,000. We mentioned On a Streak was last year's Wellwood winner. This year, the Wellwood will be contested just ahead of the Pepsi North America Cup. You'll be able to catch this race for 2-year-old trotters on our special presentation on TSN this Saturday night. It'll go as race number 10 on a 13 race card. Don't forget, the winner of the William Wellwood Memorial earns a free slot to the Mohawk Million. Continuing on with the rookie trotters, the Peaceful Way for 2-year-old trotting fillies will also take place this Saturday night. Venerable, she looks like something special, and after a very strong victory in her elimination, all eyes will be on her in the Peaceful Way final. And finally, now let's check out the field for the Fan Hanover. 3-year-old pacing fillies here in this rich contest for $425,000. There's a look at the field of 10 that will clash, including the standout Hot Mess Express, as trainer Tony Alanya will be looking for a big Saturday night. All right. So basically, we've got her teed up now. You know the stake finals for this Saturday night. You know the post positions. You can put those handicapping hats on, but let's get you set for everything that'll be going on here at Woodbine Mohawk Park with some important details. First race post time, don't forget, it's a little earlier than usual. 6:30 p.m. first race post time. Doors will open here at the facility at 5 p.m. Now it'll be a $10 admission charge at the door. Kids under the age of 18 will get in for free. Now, if you're on track this week, you can pre-purchase your tickets right here at the track. Make sure you stop by the customer service desk on the main floor of the grandstand. As well, we want to let you know that we will have a Jackpot High Five mandatory payout on Saturday night's card. That'll be in the 13th and final race, a $300,000 carryover. So that'll keep you right there to the end. Make sure you're all set for that one. As well, head to @WoodbineSB on Twitter, and we have a special trackside experience contest on the go. Head to @WoodbineSB. It's right at the top of our profile there. You can find out all the details for how you can enter to win one of 3 trackside experiences for our biggest party of the season. So it's coming up this Saturday night, the 38th edition of the Pepsi North America Cup. It's always marked on every racing fan's calendar, and we are set for what'll be a fantastic showdown. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. Best of luck to the connections. Thank you to our racing secretary, Scott McKelvey. We've got a Monday evening, a special Labor Day card coming up here tonight in just moments. Stick around.